Hello everyone, my name is Enrique Tejeda, and this is my presentation on Romare Bearden. Romare Bearden was born to parents Bessie J. Bearden and Richard Howard Bearden on September 2nd, 1911, in Charlotte, North Carolina, and died March 12, 1988, in New York, New York, so he was 76 years old when he died. Bearden grew up in New York City and Pittsburgh, and graduated from New York University in 1935. Bearden was virtually self-taught when he started his art career in 1940, during the periods of abstract expressionism, cubism, neo-expressionism, social realism, modern art, and the Harlem Renaissance. Romare Bearden's best known and famous works were his collages and photomontages, which he started during the 1960s, that he assembled into visually powerful statements on African American life. Romare Bearden used his artwork during those times to respond to the social injustices towards African Americans and their rights. During the time that he was an artist, he experienced the Harlem Renaissance, World War II, the birth of rock and roll, and social injustices towards African Americans. These events helped shape Romare's art style as well as the message behind each of them. There are many famous art pieces made by Romare Bearden. The ones displayed here are The Block, Come Sunday, Three Folk Musicians, and Jazz Village. The top art piece, The Block, is a collage made in 1971 that serves as a tribute to Harlem, a neighborhood in New York City that had housed him and nurtured his work, and is one of his largest pieces, measuring 48 by 216 inches, or 4 by 18 feet. This piece is very significant because aside from being one of his largest pieces, it shows him giving thanks to a place that had been a part of his life for a very long time. The different colors showing the block uses many vertical and horizontal lines, as well as some curved ones. It has many different colors, showing the variations of all the buildings and structures, and has many shapes, but most commonly the square and the rectangle. The bottom left art piece, Jazz Village, is a collage made in 1967, and features 4 people in a jazz band, each with their own instruments: a cello, a trumpet, some drums, and a saxophone. This was made as a statement on African American life, and as a tribute to the jazz movement that helped progress the civil rights movement in the United States. This piece features many vertical, diagonal, horizontal, and curved lines, as well as the many colors making up the men and the background. The bottom middle art piece, Come Sunday, is a collage made in 1976 and features a woman holding her child in her arms and a man and his son in the background. This was also made as a statement on African American life and about the work that they had to go through during the past. In this piece, there are vertical, horizontal, and curved lines, while some of the woman's clothes give off feelings of movement. The bottom right art piece, Three Folk Musicians, is a collage made in 1967 and features 3 people, 2 holding guitars and 1 holding a banjo. This piece was made as a tribute to the folk music, the blues, that contributed to the advancement of the civil rights movement. The banjo, that one of the people is holding, is based on an instrument from Africa that was actually brought over during the time of the Middle Passage, further advancing his historical narrative on African American life. In this piece, there are vertical, diagonal, horizontal, and curved lines throughout it, as well as having a small color palette throughout it, featuring a lot of faded blue, gray, beige, and red. My name is Enrique Tejero, and this is my presentation on Romare Bearden. Thank you for watching.